So tell me about change and growth.
Change and growth. We all have that capacity to change and to grow. We have a capacity, I think, to change and grow beyond the fit that we're currently in. As human beings, of course, we know that we've been evolving and growing for millions of years. And I was saying to the group this morning that I, as a person, I feel strongly that much of that growth is being stunted. From a mental health perspective, we talk in terms of recovery, and of course recovery is also talked about, in drug and alcohol addiction. I was talking to you before about a friend of mine who I could hardly recognise when I stood in the 7-Eleven store in Melbourne, because he completely changed. And talking to Ian about that, he said, that it's more than recovery. But many people have recovered from drug and alcohol, many people have recovered from mental health. And as he was saying, that is a real change in their life, because one can, through Alcoholics Anonymous speaks of being a dry drunk, one who's no longer taking alcohol or drugs. But are there dynamic changes? And so I think there can be. And we're seeing many examples of people emerging from their mental health struggles, from their drug and alcohol struggles, and seeing that struggle as part of a pathway to emerging, using that as emerging as new people, with a sense of new meaning and new direction, is, if you like, is even a spiritual calling of being new people. Now, I often wonder, even in the Buddha's life, leaving his family to find his own inner peace, how he struggled through that, and how after his enlightenment, he was barely recognised by people who actually knew him. So there were some very, very powerful changes that happened in his life, not only from his own mind perspective, but even from a physical perspective. And I think it's possible. And so cloud thinking is very much, a core of that is about emergence rather than recovery.